everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had an awesome weekend. I gotta get my other phone here down so I put you guys up on the big TV so I can see your comments, but I'm gonna use my phone too. That way I can see the comments bigger. But I want to make sure that I'm able to see you. So, that way I'm able to see you all. Hi Dee, hello Paula. How you ladies doing? Welcome in everyone. I was so excited, y'all, because I found two bags of jewelry. Hello, Mimi. I found 2 bags of jewelry that I forgot about. I had gotten it for my jewelry art and then forgot about it. So I'm going to start with that this morning and spend some time. Here's what's going on in my neck of the woods. Oh no, Mimi's in the middle of a blizzard. Oh, I had gotten these. I'm going to start with these. I had gotten these from Randy, one of the resellers, and they're adorable. I am definitely going to use these next Christmas over the holiday. How awesome. Cut them out. I could cut this out and make Joy separate. That way I'll save on a lot of space. Like this one, cut it out smaller so I can save space. But these are gorgeous. And here's some real tiny ones. Candy cane, holly. Awesome, awesome. And she didn't sell them for very much. So I snatched them up. I think it was like $1 per baggie. So I snatched them up to have for Christmas next year. How cute are those? That looks like it would go anytime. Little candle and a book and a teddy bear. Oh, Mimi, stay in the house, girly. Aren't those adorable, y'all? Look at that. Purple and a package. Oh, these are just the cutest little things. I cannot wait to use these. I think I'll put them all in the big one together. And that way I can get rid of this for sure. I'll just stick them all together in the big one. Then I don't have so many bags. And I also got from her a beautiful journal book. Stay positive. How awesome is that? It couldn't have fit any better with the theme of my channel. Staying positive. I love this journal book. And I am always writing. So I really love this journal book. Stay positive. And I just wanted to share that with you all real quick. Yeah, stay in. Man, that's something. Wow, I can't get over that, y'all. Having snow. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Now, the 2 bags, this one bag I had gotten from Dee. She's another reseller. She sold it just like this. And I have no idea anymore what was even in here. I found this in a box. And I must have put it off to the side and got busy. Oh, yay. Earrings, pierced earrings. Boy, those are nice. That would make nice jewelry art. I'd love, like a set of eyes. That would make a perfect set of eyes. And here we have some more pierced earrings, gold. Yeah, these are gold. Gold laid, no doubt. Yeah, those are pretty. Yeah. Those might come in handy, that's for sure. And then this one, it looks like black to me. Oh, pretty. It has black lining with silver. Look at that, y'all. That is pretty. So let me tell you my adventure this weekend, y'all. I have had our plumbing. Hello, Molets. Welcome in. Going over some art jewelry right now. Some forgotten jewelry. But here is my exciting weekend, y'all. Seriously. We had to fix our tub. So we got it all fixed, had everything taken care of, and then blam, another pipe broke. Well, I love vintage. So needless to say that my house is definitely from the 1950s, and it does have the copper piping, but still things are going to break. So the plumbing broke again. So I'm sharing the story in case you hear the plumbers in there working away. That is what's going on at my house today. They have to come and we have been without water. We had to go buy water so we could flush the toilets and have drinking water. Beautiful pierced pearls. Now those would make a beautiful gift. Let me get my boxes, because the ones I'm going to put in the boxes are going to be the ones I take to the market. Now, you guys don't have to worry. Anything I sell in the market is pre-cleaned and sterilized. Don't worry about that. Because of the handling. And what I also do is not only do I pre-clean them and sterilize them, I get rid of the older backings like that, and I put the plastic backings on them. So they will definitely, those are too pretty. Somebody will definitely enjoy those in the market. So they are definitely going in a box. Yeah, that'll make a beautiful birthday gift or Christmas gift for someone. So those ones I will not use for art. Look at all these. I didn't realize there was this many in this bag. That's a cute little card. Now here's a silver set. The same as the gold, but silver. Yeah, these are exactly the same, y'all. Exactly. Yep, same style and everything. Those might be good hoops in jewelry art. And here's another pierced pair that would make eyes. Good eyes. Yes, another set of eyes. And here is, wow, look at these ones, y'all. These are big, big hooped pierced ears. And you know what? Those look brand new, don't they? Look at those. They look brand new. I'll bet you somebody got these and never wore them. Those are too nice for jewelry art. I will definitely put them in the market. And here's a pair. Don't want to forget those. Let's get rid of my papers. Put these over here. What is this? Oh, nice. These are pierced ears also, and they have like a design in them. Look at that. I don't know. Do you guys like these? Would you wear these? Let me know in the chat if you would wear these. I don't think I would. I really don't. I love, this is definitely faux turquoise, and I don't think I would wear them. But would you? Let me know in the comments or in the chat if you would wear these earrings. I don't know what I'll do with those yet. And oh, another brand new set. Oh, these went up here. Okay, they are brand new. They were all on this card. This set belongs up here. And then this set, ooh, that's pretty. Beautiful. Oh, I like these ones. I think I'll keep these ones. These are really pretty. Because I could sell this separate and I could sell this separate. Because these are really pretty. Now, I would wear those ones. That is a real pretty set. So these are definitely going to the market. Because they're too nice. These are brand new also. Wow, I didn't know I was getting brand new earrings. Beautiful gold set. I have double piercings, and I think that the silver and gold, that would go beautifully together in my ear. Yeah. Set those over there. And then we have more pierced earrings. Wow. I didn't get very much for my jewelry art, but some beautiful earrings. These are also pierced silver. Yeah. And these little ones are gold. And these are brand new too. Look at that. Those are brand new. And look at the rope design on those. That is gorgeous. Yeah, Dee said she doubts she would wear those blue ones too. Yeah, see, that's the thing, because I gotta remember how to open my boxes here. Yeah, these will fit in here too. These are gonna make beautiful little selling boxes for gifts if someone buys them for their family. I don't think this will fit in a box. We shall see. We shall see. I always forget where I open them from. Duh. Oh, I bet you they will. Oh, yeah. Perfectly. Yep. And like I said before, y'all, before I sell them in the market, they're cleaned, sterilized, and sold. I always have an alcohol wipe with my earrings, too. They come with an alcohol. You want to clean, no matter, even if you buy, let's say you buy a pair of earrings at Walmart, you still want to clean them before you put them in your ears. So I didn't get very many in this set for my art. Oh, those are gorgeous too. Those are really pretty, you guys. Beautiful silver earrings. Yeah, these are going to. And I like keeping mine at a lower price, unlike the chains. I like to keep mine at a lower price to make them affordable for everyone. Come on, get in there. Wow, that is a pretty silver set. So there you have it. Those are for the market. And a couple of these I'll put in a card style thing. I'm going to set these over here because these are not jewelry art. These are to sell, and I am keeping one for myself. And I did get a couple eyes, so we can put those away. I have some earrings for eyes that'll make beautiful eyes in animals. I don't know. These I'll have to think about. And the black ones I will think about. And definitely these. You never know. I keep jewelry, all kinds of jewelry, for my art because I never know. I never know if I'm going to need it or not. I forgot to turn my little light on. My little lighthouse. There we go. Put my lighthouse on. All right, now the other bag I forgot about is right here. This was another buy it as is, I think. Let me look. Was this, how did this get in there? Maybe it is. I think I'm gonna open it and see because I don't recognize. Oh my. Those are those little spinner beads. Yeah, those are spinner beads. Nice. Those will come in handy. These are really, really, really long. Wow. Look at those beads. I need a bowl. Definitely gonna need a bowl for these. These are gonna come in handy. Let me get my wire cutters out. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking here? Do you remember my outfit that we were doing? The outfit that I have? Look at these white ones in here. So I bet you all are thinking what I had just had in my mind. You betcha. I don't want to lose them all on the floor. Those white ones in there are going to come in handy, you guys. How many of you were thinking the same thing I was? Look at all those white beads that are going to go with those pants. And I just found my fillers to those pants. You bet. Look at them all. Gotta be careful. This might come undone on both ends. Gotta make sure it don't. So let's go ahead and cut this one. And get them dumped in there. Look at all that string in there, y'all. Stay in there. Oh, yeah. We are definitely, I cannot wait to do those pants. Awesome sauce. I am so excited over it. The minute I seen this necklace, I was like, oh, heck yeah. And I got some on the table. That's all right. We'll clean them up later. Lots of little white ones that are going to be awesome. You know, I was thinking the other day, going through all my jewelry. Yeah, even Dee says, perfect. Yes, they are perfect. That is going to, just the two tones of the jewelry and the different shapes are going to offset that beautiful outfit. And look at all this string that put that together. That was used with just string. Yep. But I am so excited. I have more than enough pieces for that. More than enough. All right. And I don't think any of this other stuff is going to work. So now I had some other pieces that I showed the other day. If you missed these, you get to see these beautiful pieces now. We are going to be taking them apart today. Only because I could not get to my craft room. We had to tear everything out. The way our plumbing is, you go into where I have my art room, my craft room. We have to go down into a crawl space that is in the closet. And the closet is all packed with boxes. Well, what they did is they tore out all the boxes and piled them up in my craft room so they can get in the closet and do the work. So on the earrings, if you guys remember, if you were in my other live when I did my box opening, you saw the earrings on most of these sets, which are going to be sold in the little boxes. And I will be using the jewelry. I don't know about this set though. What do you guys think? I love these pieces for art though. I wouldn't wear them, but I do think somebody would wear the earrings. This is paparazzi jewelry, so I really believe that somebody would wear the earrings. Yep, and no way would I charge as much for just the earrings, because I love the pieces for my art. So I'm gonna tear this up. I'm glad I have a trash bag right next to me. So what did y'all do this weekend? Any fun stuff? I just love the chain and these pieces. These blue pieces, and the reason I like them so much is for the gowns. These would look beautiful on the gowns. That's why I'm liking those pieces. And here's the other big one that I got tangled up like a ding-ding. There I go. Got it. Now here's the other big pieces that I got that would look gorgeous on a flower. Some kind of flower if I was doing a flower. And I'll show you guys some of the other flower pieces that I have that would look gorgeous inside. Yeah, these are going to be beautiful pieces in jewelry art. I'm going to show you guys some of my other ones, because I don't think you saw some of the ones I have in my bin here that are just gorgeous. Oh, you're welcome, Dee. I'm so glad you loved it. Yeah, I don't think Paula was gone all weekend. I don't think Paula has had a chance to watch it yet. Now, here are some of the other pieces I have. I don't think I ever showed these to you guys. Aren't those beautiful? Those are going to look so pretty in a gown or dress or an office. And then this one. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? A beautiful piece. To me, now, if I was doing a skirt, and let me know if you guys can visualize this. If I was doing a top and a skirt, this would be her middle. I would put this in the middle, either this way or facing down. That would be the separation between her middle, her shirt and her skirt. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Has little diamonds in it. I just love these pieces. So I am going to be putting these pieces in here also because they are going to look beautiful on an outfit also. I just love doing the outfits. Now I have my drafting set. I was telling Paula the other day, I have my drafting set, but I don't know what my daughter did with it. My skirts and all my stuff for that. And she is going to come over and get into the big, remember when we were remodeling? They had taken a lot of my stuff and stacked it into the closet. And so now I have to figure out where it is in that closet so I can get that out. But I also wanted to share with you guys today that for the month of March, you are going to love Fairy Garden Thursday. We are doing something completely different for this, for March, going into April. And I can't wait to share that with you. I'm not going to let the secret out. You'll have to wait for the video. I will be having a video coming out telling you all about Fairy Garden Thursday. And I know Dee is going to be real excited because she also loves doing fairy gardens. And it is going to be a fun time. Now, those little pieces right here, look at the little pink ones that I just cut off there. Isn't that gorgeous? Those could fit around like this. When I am making the outfit, they'll fit perfect with those. How beautiful is that? I wished we could have done our art and crafts, but if I can't get to the room, there's nothing I can do. I just I wanted to spend time with you guys, you know, like I do every Monday. And so little Miss Paula said, why not do your jewelry stuff? Because that way you can visit with us and still be with us on Monday. And I said, that's a great idea. Now, here's the one. Remember this one where I said I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this, and then I had the idea for a purse? Guess what, y'all? This is going to make a cute handbag tassel. I think this is going to make an awesome handbag tassel. So what I'm going to do is just take it off the card and put it in the drawer so that I will have it when I get to a purse that I need my tassel for. Now the earrings I'm going to put in a box. And I think I'm going to take these out. I'm going to put this in here. That way I know where it is. This right here behind me that you guys see me get into, that is where I keep all my jewelry, art, beads, and things. Now here's another piece that I really fell in love with right here. That is gorgeous. And that is also... I wanted to sell this as a pendant. So I got to make sure not to cut that ring. This is going to go into a box and sell as a pendant. Yeah, there we go. It has the pendant has its own ring on it. So, and that won't, oh look, a little heart. Definitely putting this in the little hearts. How awesome. And they can see the pendant through the little heart there. How cute is that, you guys? That makes a nice little pendant gift for someone. Yep. Somebody will definitely love that. Now, let's get this taken apart. I got the earrings, I think. Did I get the earrings off? No. Now, the earrings also go in a box. And if you're worried that, well, people might not buy the earrings without the matching necklace. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Not every pair of earrings has to have a matching necklace. Now, the chains come in handy. The chains do come in handy. So, I am also going to sell the chain in a box by itself. Because a lot of people come out looking for chains. And this is a good 18-inch chain. That silver chain that they could buy at the market. So they will definitely love that. There we go. And here's all the little beads. All the little bead baubles that were put on. It looks like they were all put on with rings, jump rings. Yeah, these were all done with jump rings. I can get to those later. And we got that one. And now these earrings that went to this, I'm selling by theirself also, brand new. And here's another little chain. Now this chain I will keep for my work. See all the chains I have in here? Yeah, I keep those for my work in case I need a chain. Now here is this piece. You guys are probably anxiously waiting for me. Train is supposed to be chain. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, Sylvia. Good to see you, Mama. How are you? How have you been, my sweet friend? And here's the one you guys have probably all been waiting for. Oh, a bobble came off. I am most sure, but I do want to get these boxed up. While I'm sitting here talking to y'all, has anybody told me what they did over the weekend yet? I'm still waiting on that answer. What'd y'all do this weekend besides being snowed in? Oh, you're home recuperating. Oh, I'm glad everything went good and you can recuperate. I know having surgery ain't fun. I went through that. The last surgery I had was with my arm. When I broke my arm, and that was no fun. I had to stay home and recuperate. Yeah. Well, prayers for you, sweet friend. Can I ask what kind of surgery did you have? If it's not tellable, just say not tellable. That's okay. If you can't tell, you can't tell. Or if it's private, just say non-tellable. I'll understand. Oh, I know you did, Mimi, with your snow and your stuff. Yeah, you did. Anybody else? Oh, Jim is still in pain. Did they get his knee fixed? What went on with his knee? Oh, I hope they got his knee. Oh, okay. All right, my moderator hid that for you, just in case. Okay, sweet girl, I get it. Well, you have my prayers. My daughter has to go through that next month. Yes, she do. She's not looking forward to it, but from what I hear nowadays, easy peasy, you know? Easy peasy. And I'm sure you'll agree with that, the recovery, you know. Paula said she knows how it is. Yes, she does. You know, the funny thing with me is, this is weird, guys. I was only 39 years old, seriously. And they did what is called an ablation. I don't know if y'all have heard of that. It's ablation. I was only 39, and I've been done ever since. I don't know what they did, but yeah, awesome sauce. Now, this is the one y'all been waiting for, I know. What am I gonna do with this gorgeous, gorgeous piece? Now, if you remember, if you were in my other box opening, Regina had told me like the bottom of a gown, you know, on a gown, if you remember. And Paula had some fantastic ideas also. So with this one, I love the way it's put together. So here's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you guys, if you ever want to do... Hi, Shanika. We are good. Miss Mimi has a lot of snow, stuck in the house, working on St. Patty's Day. Miss Sylvia is recovering from surgery. Dee's husband also recovering from getting his knee fixed. He had problems the other day, and he had to go back to the hospital for his knee. Now, because each of these, what did you do over the weekend, Shanika? Because they are all done with, and the idea that I got from Paula and Regina, if you guys remember from the live, what I'm going to do is leave the necklace like this. Now, here's the use of this necklace. If I plan on making this the bottom of a dress, it's going to look beautiful, especially a gown. What I need to do is seal. I need to seal this whole thing together. So I will take my sealer, and it's going to be require a lot of making sure all the beads are exactly where they're supposed to be. So before I seal it, I have to make sure that all the beads are in the way they're supposed to go, hanging down. Now, I think my best bet would be to hang it on the board. Hang it on the board just like this. So they're all hanging the way they're supposed to, and seal it from behind. That way, all these, when I cut the chain off, all of these will be sealed together, but not to where they don't move, because I am sealing the back, not in here. And that it's very tricky how to do that. So what you want to do when it's hanging, I will put paper towels underneath here so it will catch the drips and not go on the beads. And while it's hanging, the sealant will drip this way. And that way, when it dries and seals, see, it catches everything. When it dries and seals the back, when I cut these chains, they will all be sealed together. Now, if you guys would like to be along for the ride, oh, Dee, you posted. I just posted a video of my, oh, you got a new Pika, nice. If you guys would like to come along for the ride when I seal this, let me know in the chat or the comments. And I will definitely bring you along to show you how to seal the back of that necklace. And Shanika also agrees, yes, because that way the beads will still be movable on the project, but they will be sealed together so that once I cut that chain, they're not going to all fall. But Shanika, you weren't here yet. Look what I got. Look at the little round beads to match those big round ones. I just took apart this necklace. It had so many beads on it, Shanika. Look at that. All those little fill-in white beads match the pants beautifully. Paula said she wants to see it. Mimi wants to see it. Yay, okay. I will bring you guys along for sealing that. Now, here's this other beautiful piece that the reason I got this was for my jewelry art. Shanika, do you have an idea that this would be good for? Because I definitely am keeping this for jewelry art. It is just gorgeous. Absolutely. The whole piece is, and that's what's going to make the price go up a little bit. The price of the art will go up higher because of the awesomeness of this piece. And like I said, I keep all these kind of chains for my art. I always forget which one I put the chains in. Yes, I do. I do so, Sylvia. I make my Barbie clothes. I make Barbie clothes. I don't know if I should cut it or just leave it together for now. What do you guys think? I mean, it's going to have to be cut eventually anyway. It does fold down like that. But without the wings, doesn't this look like the front of a old-fashioned dress? Every time I look at it with the wings down, that looks like the front of an old-fashioned dress. I love this piece. Paula says, leave it together. Deidre says, leave it together. Yeah, it does, Sylvia. Yeah. And these could be the shoulders. Okay. No, not quite right for the shoulders. Like if this piece wasn't on there, that would be a good, like a sleeve type thing. So I think I will leave it together, but I do think I'm going to end up doing just this piece on the bodice of a dress. That is just one gorgeous piece, y'all. I love this piece. Now these, if you guys remember, these white beads are not hooked together like the baubles here, like this. They are made with a string mold at a factory. So these would also be good on a dress, but once you get to the end, you better make sure you have enough. So I'm keeping it just in case. These were also put together with string, connected to each bead. You see there? They're all connected like that. So there's no really taking them apart. But I do keep them because you never know when an idea of mine is going to come along and I need it. So I have to be careful with that. Yeah, Deidre thinks I should leave it also. Definitely, definitely. Now, some of these, I have seen many styles of these. Now, here's the thing. I love the fact that they were made with the seed beads. And I'm wondering, I like how they got it in a knot like that, but I love this colors. And I love these little seed beads. Now, I looked all over Hobby Lobby a couple weekends ago. I looked high and low at Hobby Lobby for this kind of bead right here. Shiny and a different texture. They didn't have nothing like this, so I am thinking about taking this apart and keeping them for like belts like this. For a belt, that would make a beautiful belt or a headband. I just don't know how to get them off here without putting them all together. Because the minute I cut this, maybe I can cut just the silver. Let's see if I can cut just the silver. See what happens. We shall see what happens. Maybe I can. Oh, wow. I want to make sure I grab that string. There we go. Beautiful. Look at those guys. Won't that make a beautiful belt or a headband? So now that I started that one, I better finish it because I definitely don't want beads all over the place, but I want to make sure I don't. You're bound to drop some beads as you're going along. Like that. Oh well, to each their own. Well, I sure hope, I gotta show you guys another necklace set here pretty soon. Let me just get this one done. I'm gonna cut some of this string off for myself, so I don't have this long. Well, Sylvia, I sure wish you a speedy recovery, hon. Yeah, let me untangle this, get the rest of this out of here. Then I can move along but this is what I'm gonna have to do with this one, is literally, well, that didn't go so well. I make a mess every time I work with my jewelry, cutting, anything, y'all. I make a mess. It's just what I do. All right, I tied that end because that's what I'm going to do with that one. And I'm going to put all the silver ones in here, definitely, but I want to show you this one. Tell me what you guys think. Now, some of you probably are going to go, ah! But wouldn't this make a beautiful blouse on jewelry art? A blouse or on a skirt? Tell me those pieces are not gorgeous, y'all. Look at them. Let me lay it on this. Let me lay it on this so you guys can really see what I mean. I want to get the front side so you can really see them. Would that not make a beautiful top on an outfit? Oh, good. Yes, I know. Sometimes pain pills are important, but if you can go without them, that's all the better. Yes, look at how pretty, y'all. I fell in love with these. Now, this necklace did cost me a little more. And I know you're thinking, then why are you tearing it apart for jewelry art? Because it's going to make a valuable piece. What do you think about this, Shanika? What do you think about this? Won't that make a beautiful? Yeah, Sylvia said they're gorgeous. Paula said, oh, you didn't have to use pain pills. Good. Some people don't. My brother never did. Man, I'll tell you, when I had my surgery, I was screaming, give me pain pills. But my brother never did. My brother always managed to do without pain pills. Not me. But yeah, this is going to make... The only thing is, now I had gotten these during the time I was really, really busy. Yeah, see, they're each put together with a jump bead. So I will have, it looks to be about 30 pieces. So I will have to be careful when I'm making my top or put something in between. Oh, I know Paula's going to throw a fit when she sees this one. Paula is going to throw a fit. Only because it's purple, y'all. She's going to be throwing a fit all over me. Isn't this gorgeous pieces? Look at the diamonds in this thing. Look at the pieces to this. This is so... The diamonds are what I am loving. Look at that. That is so pretty, y'all. That is so pretty. No, not this one, baby girl. You got the other one. You got, I put yours in an envelope, remember? Let me see if I still have yours. No, yours is already put up. Yours is in your... It's the tiny purple one you got, not this one. This one I got quite a long time ago. Here's some more baubles I have to take apart. But I want the diamonds in this with the purple. I think this would make a beautiful dress or... I mean, look at that chain, y'all. Look at that. Just gorgeous. The different chains. And is Paula screaming yet? No, she's not. I can't believe Paula's not screaming. Don't you cut up that purple necklace. She loves the color purple, y'all. But this one here is going to make a beautiful piece, too. Okay, now let me show you guys another piece. Get your opinion on. Here is another necklace that I got for the round pieces. So many ideas run through my head, y'all. So many ideas. This is connected right here with a jump. And it has a lot of them on there. Like, this would make... Now, here was my way of thinking. The tiny, tiny little seed beads that you get at Hobby Lobby would, like, if I put the circle on a dress or a pair of pants and filled it with the seed beads, the colors would be phenomenal. And that's why I ended up buying this necklace for my jewelry art. Plus, I could use the chain. The chains, like Paula said, for the bottom of dresses, the chains will be beautiful. See how it has the different chains? That alone would be beautiful. So I have to really be careful how I'm going to cut this one apart so I can reuse the chains. Now, is this one that I want? No, not that one. Hold on, y'all. I showed you guys this one. I'm showing you some of the pieces that I got a while ago. That's a boot. Here is another piece that I thought as a collar, not the whole bodice, but you know how some women have one shirt over the other and then it might have a collar on it? That's what I was thinking with this piece. Isn't that a gorgeous piece, y'all? Now, these pieces came off smaller beads that I used. Now, if you guys have any ideas on what these pieces could be used for, let me know. Now, on my surprise for the fairy gardens, I wanted some of these pieces. You're going to go back on, look at them closely, because you are going to go back on them. Uh-oh, that didn't cut. I thought that cut the knot. I guess not. You're going to go back and say, aha, that's what you have been up to. Why you have bought so much jewelry. And for some reason, this knot does not want to cut. What is going on with you? Especially this piece. Really look at this piece, y'all. Now, these are going to have to be. This must be an older necklace because the stretchy is very dirty. Yeah, the stretchy is very dirty. So that tells me it's an older piece. That has been around. But check these pieces out. Anybody have any ideas? See, the other day, I was on my other phone, so I could not... Oh, you couldn't see that good. Darn. I can't wait till you get your new computer, Paula, where you can see better. Because if you guys watch me on your TV, oh boy, you would really see the jewelry and the jewelry art really well. Yes, you would. You would see it really well. Look at that piece, y'all. just gorgeous. Now these two pieces and these pearls, I definitely have in mind for what is going to happen in my fairy garden. If you haven't come to my fairy garden, arts and crafts, every week I make something different in a fairy garden. And I think these pearls are going to look gorgeous. And I also like these ones. Now, I tried to sell this quite a while back. It went unsold for so long that I decided to bring it back and make jewelry art out of it because no one wanted the rose. Now, the rose to me would be gorgeous. I wouldn't mind having that. Come on, get off there. I know you want to. Wow, these ones are sticking on there. Wow. There we go. That hurts, though. I don't want it snapping me. Yeah, this rose is going to look gorgeous. Look at that beautiful. It's black, but oh well, you know. It's still a rose, but these pearls together. Look at that. How beautiful is that together? And these two pieces here. Doesn't this look, now think about it. Doesn't that look like a dress? Here's her bodice, you know, her chest. And there is the skirt. And then you can take the pants down or the legs down. Doesn't that look like a dress? Ah, TZ, I got you on my TV. It looks beautiful. Oh, see? You can really see the jewelry pieces on your TV, y'all. And then you really can see what they look like and how pretty they really are. And then this thing, I love the fact on the gold, they are flatter than these, but I don't know, y'all. These pieces might come in handy. Now, I know Shanika's at work. I don't know if she left or not, but these pieces can also be used for, and see, look how old this is. They're literally stuck in there. Look at that. They would have to be cut out. People wear them and they're sweat. I will have to, now these came out. These are gonna have to be soaked in alcohol. And it won't hurt them, guys, trust me. I had been doing jewelry for years. I mean, years and years and years. Here's a beautiful pin. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you imagine that on a piece, like right in her waist also, and building around it? That piece is gorgeous. This has to definitely be soaked because we don't want them in there when I make my pieces. You don't want those in there. But I always tell people, now here are these are two little ring turquoise pieces to go in a ring, or and no, I'm not using those. I don't know how they got in this bin. And then this here is also a piece. Now, the reason I got this is because it is missing one of the blue stones. but it still would make a beautiful crafting piece. Let me see if I can see where the stone is missing again. See, it's really hard to tell. Oh shoot, it is missing a stone, trust me. I just can't find it again. But you would never notice. If I put this, let me set it down here. If I put this on a piece, on a jewelry art, you would never know. Look at that. And if you are watching on your TV, check that out. You would never know. The blue pendant would make a nice bracelet. Yeah, it would. Yep. You're talking about this one, right? The one I just laid down there? But that would also look beautiful on a outfit. Yeah, it does look like the 60s, Dee. Yes, I think a lot of this jewelry that I buy is from the 60s. But I have so many favorite pieces, y'all. So many that I need to decide. Like here is a bodice. Here could be a collar. This could also, you could put the rose. But keep in mind about the fairy garden. That video will be coming out. And the flowers. Hey, you know what? I just thought of something. What piece was I thinking of? I just had an idea, went right in my head that quick. No, that wasn't it. There was a piece I just had in my head that these flowers would go good with. And dang it, now I went out of my head that quick. I hate when that happens. I got excited for a minute and got excited and then I forget. It was a piece I laid out here for you guys, but I can't remember. Oh, I forgot this one. What to do with this one? I forgot to show you guys. I did show this in my share, but I'm not sharing today. I'm tearing apart. And I do believe these are hooked. Wow, these are hooked differently. These are like, let me undo the clasp. And I do save all my clasps, y'all. I don't throw any of the clasps away, but this is, hold on, let me get this untangled so we can really see what's going on here. This is hooked kind of funky. It's like, come on, you're almost there. There we go. All right, see, it goes up into this. Each chain is separated, and it goes up into the little, oh, I know what they're called, doggone it. I put them on my own jewelry. Goes in there, so they go up in there all together. And then you clamp it on. It's clamped right here. And then each of these, I can't tell because there is a clamp bead right here. I don't know if I should risk cutting that clamp. I don't want to cut into the chain is what my thing is. It almost looks like it's all chain. I think what they did is they took, when this necklace was made, they took the clamp. Let me see if I can just cut that clamp. There you go. That's only one clamp, but it also, the clamp, it cut the, oh no it didn't. Yeah, see, it cut the chain. And the clamp just pulls off. There's the little clamp right here. See that little clamp right there. That's what I was trying to cut, but I got, well, you know what? As many chains as I got, I guess it don't matter. But I'll bet you these are all gonna have to be cut. But this gold is gonna come in handy. The browns and the golds. And now this necklace here, y'all, I can tell you right now what's in my head. The Fairy Garden Thursdays. The Fairy Garden Thursdays, these look like beautiful gem rocks, and that is going to be used. So what I have to do is cut each of those clamps individually. So this is going to be a lot of cutting, unless I can pull the clamps. Now, sometimes people who make jewelry, they don't clamp the beads really tight. But if this was done by factory, you better believe those clamps are on there tight. So, but look at the little round ones. Wait till you see this little round one right here, y'all. I want to get this little one off so you guys can see it. Oh, come on. There it is. Right there. Can you see that little gold bead? I know if you're on your phone, you might have a hard time seeing it. But it's right here by itself, off to the side. That is going to be awesome. These look like my Fairy Garden gems. So this necklace is definitely going to be used in the Fairy Garden that I have been talking to you guys about. And you are definitely going to love what I will be doing with y'all on Thursdays, Fairy Garden Thursday. You know, every now and then we need change. As humans, we need change. We need something new and exciting. And this is going to be new and exciting. And I know you guys are going to love crafting with me on Fairy Garden Thursday for that reason. Fun, fun, and beautiful. Now, these little parts of the chain, I will definitely keep because the pieces of longer chain, I will definitely keep in my chain drawer because you never know when you're going to need chain. And I have a bag of chains. Like, see this little piece? That could come in handy. So you want to keep the bigger pieces to use if you need to in your art or whatever. And here's these other little gold pieces right here, y'all. See those? How awesome. Look how that shimmers and shines. It just screams Fairy Garden. And if you love crafts, you will love what we're going to be doing in the Fairy Garden, y'all. Now, here is something I have not had time to do. And I shared this several weeks ago, you guys. Several weeks ago. I had shared all of these. Now, here is stuff that I get from the resellers. Now, Marion Hilton, she does reselling. Her and her granddaughter and her son. I'm telling you what, guys, when she's on Johnny's channel, blue pendant would make a nice bracelet. Light blue one. The light blue one. The light blue one. This one, right? This one? I think that's the one you were talking about. That piece would make a good belt. I think she's talking about this one. Yeah, that would too. This piece, I don't know what to do with this piece yet. I mean, it's going to come in handy. This is garbage. But these, when I get from Marion, she will hold up bags of this stuff, guys. Check her out. Her channel is Marion Hilton. Now, she don't sell on her channel. She goes to Johnny's channel, or she'll be on Mike and Mark's channel, and that is Two Old Guys Resellers, and then New England Cajun Roots Reseller. And so, if you want to get into jewelry art, and you just don't want to spend that initial money, check out these auctions. I get bags of this stuff from her for $5. Paula, can you vouch for that? Paula, I got Paula going over there, and Paula also has gotten bags of craft and jewelry from her. Shanika goes over there. I got Shanika going over there. You bet. Bags of this stuff, guys. And you could start your jewelry art for very, very little money. Now, here is some other flowers that I want to use in the fairy garden. Isn't that gorgeous? You could, they're called Charm-Along, 6 pieces. Now, this is from Bead Landing. Now, I know I have gotten pieces like this over at the craft store for $5 something, and I got all these in my $5 bag, all these charms, and I know how expensive they are, but these will also look good in the fairy garden. So I have to get these all apart before March, because in March we are definitely going to have a fun time in the fairy garden. Look at this. Choose happy. Enjoy every day. Yay. Beautiful charms that you be you. Start today. You got this. How many times have I said to you guys, choose happy, you got this. I loved that this was in my $5 bag. I loved it. So you want to, and then these have little crosses. I haven't yet figured out what I'm going to do with these. Paula might have an idea, but I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. And then here are some cute little anchors. I hope I said that right. Here are some cute little anchors. I did it. I'm going to look at that, y'all. Let me take these out and lay them on my box for you guys. Look at that. How adorable are these beautiful art jewelry. And also, I am using many of these for my pens. I will be selling some of my DIY pens. Look at these beautiful angels. Now, these can also go on the fairy, in the fairy garden, but I'm also going to use them on my pens. Those were Paula's favorite right there. But I just, because I have new people on my channel, I wanted to share some of this stuff today so they knew that's garbage. Check this out. Look at the price on there. $11.99 in Canada, $7.99 in the US. And this was in my $5 bag. Now, some of Marion's bags, y'all, she has put up to $10. But you are still getting so worth your money, even in the $10 bags that she has started to do. Look at the stuff you get. So much stuff. There's a heart. Now, I do have a stamping kit. I was so happy. And here are some spacer beads. I was so happy to get this stamp kit. That's not what I wanted to show you, though. But I think you guys are going on. Here's my little holders. I bought these. I have to laugh at myself. Here they are in a box. Now, do you guys remember me sharing these when I did my box opening? Do you remember me sharing these? I got these for the sole purpose. Most of you know I have an MS. So I got these to help my hands. These were to be my hand helpers. And where are they? In a box. So they are so I can show you tiny things without having to rely on my hands. These are my hand helpers. And where are they? Oh, TZED. I have to laugh at myself. Exactly. Oh, yeah. This is some of the stuff I got from Wonder Woman. Also, she's another reseller, you guys. And here's some I thought about these stars. Yes, I did. Because I have been working on a plan for March's Fairy Garden, y'all. And I knew these stars were somewhere. I'm like, I know for a fact I had some stars in a bag, in a jewelry bag somewhere. And I mean, it was like Christmas time. I'm like, ah, ha, ha, ha. I found it. And I really wanted these stars for my fairy garden projects. And here they are, y'all. All different kinds of stars. I am so happy. I have, wrong tool. I have so many ideas for these little stars for the fairy gardens. I thought it was Christmas time all over again. So yeah, those are gonna be awesome in the fairy garden. And I like these because I can clip them on things and not lose them. Also, my words here. I want to use these in my projects. I mean, I could put them on jewelry art. I don't think I will. I think they're more for like my journal or for what I'm doing with the fairy gardens. I think this might be good for that. So, but I don't think I'm going to put them on the jewelry art. But there is so many of these that I wanted to share with you guys today that will go on the fairy garden art. Here we are. Hope, believe, and dream. How awesome is that? Looks like one fell off on me, but that's okay. I'll find it. It's in the bag. And here are some other beautiful mirror-like pieces that'll be beautiful in the fairy gardens. I know you guys are probably like, what is she up to now? What is she up to? You will see. Here's some more sayings that'll be beautiful on those. And all this was in, now look at how many I've put over here, you guys. All this was in one of her $5 bags, and including this. And that's for my stamping kit. That was for my stamping kit. I can see we are running out of time. Let me grab just a couple more things for the fairy garden out of this bag that I wanted to share. I forgot about these. Look at these ones for the pants. Yeah, see, I think it's Christmas time. Those will be good for those pants too. All right, I think that is it. Oh yeah, here's those ones. Make sure I got all the fairy garden stuff out. We are running out of time, doggone it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll show you guys the pearls. And also, these can also be used. I don't know. I guess I could pick them up with my helper. Let me see. I mean, I'm sure I just don't want to sort them. So this might be good if I'm making something like let's say a clown outfit or something like that. I could use these and they would also glitter. That's why I kept them. I know I can put any craft object to use, and that's why I kept those. But check these other pearls out, you guys. Where's my pearl bowl? I want to put these in my pearl bowl. These are also going to be used in the fairy garden. This is going to be my favorite one. I want to see how many of you are going to remember what I say right now. This is going to be my favorite one for Fairy Garden Thursday. Think about that. What could it be? Give it a college try and tell me if you think you know what these beautiful pearls would be used for. And how many of you, raise your hand, how many of you remember my live the other day? What did I show you in the live? Because that is going to have a lot to do with March's Fairy Garden Thursday. How many remember? Give me a thumbs up if you remember what I showed you in the live the other day. And if you want me to go get them, I will. They're just around the corner. So if you want me to go get them, all right, I'll go grab them real quick before we end. That way y'all can really think about what I am doing with the pearls. Oh, there's so much I wanted to show you guys, and I ran out of time. These were supposed to be here before Thursday, and they weren't. I was so bummed, but we got through Thursday, did what we did. And how many of you remember seeing these? Right here. My favorite very beautiful fairy that can be used multiple different times, put in very many different outfits, and she will go with the pearls. And then I have the flowers. And if you remember the big piece of wood, and I have the lights. Now, do you see how they're all fitting? Do you see how they're fitting, Paula? All these will fit in the Fairy Garden Thursdays, and also the flowers. We were going to start on one of these on Thursday, but they weren't here until the following day. But here is your food for thought. What do pearls and the fairy happen to have in mind? I do have in mind together for Fairy Garden Thursday. Give it the old college try. Put it in the chat or comments and let me know what you think. I would sure be tickled. Dee says, oh yeah, I remember those. Yes, Fairy Garden Thursday is going to be so much fun come March. We will be doing some crafting next Thursday, and that's our last Thursday until March, and then comes March. How much fun. Okay, good, Paula. Good college try. I just love it. Paula went ahead and put her guess in, and she said pearls in the hair. Good job, Paula. Could be. Could be. And here's our words. So, oh, look at this. A pocket hug. I know who sent me this. This was, I just said her name. Wonder Woman. A little heart from me to you, filled with lots of love, and a big hug, too. Isn't that awesome? I am keeping this, though. This isn't going to go on a fairy garden. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. Well, guys, I thank you for spending time with me and telling you about the jewelry art and how we are using some of these pieces on beautiful dresses. And I hope you'll share those days with me when I do my jewelry art. We have to finish. We have to finish, if you remember, the white pants so we can seal it and frame it. So I will be sorting all these out, y'all, to get all the vanilla ones out of there. That's for sure. Until tomorrow, don't forget our Hygge Tuesday, a very exciting 4-week course. It's a 4-week course, guys, and it is for a gentle winter going into spring, and it's going to be a fun course. So it starts at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. A beautiful, fun course. You want to be there and get your packet for that course. It is going to be a lot of fun, and you will also get a lot of knowledge on Hygge life, and it's not a hard life to live by. And then again, Wednesday, our book club. How fun is that? I have 7 writers writing their best. We did lose a writer. It's okay. She has a lot going on in her life. No harm in that. So I had to let her go so she can take care of her life. But we have 7 writers in the Astounding Readers Book Club. And also then our Fairy Garden Thursday and Subscriber Friday. Busy, busy, busy week, but it's a fun week, y'all. To be together, talk to each other, have fun, relax. So, don't forget, give me that thumbs up, y'all. Please give me that thumbs up and leave a comment. I would appreciate it. And if you don't have time for a comment, at least give me a thumbs up and let me know you're looking forward to the fun things in March. Until then, be happy, be safe, and always keep your positivity. Bye now.